He met her on a night he never planned, at a rooftop party that sparkled with money, glass walls, and people who only spoke in polished lies. He arrived late, dressed in a suit that cost more than most people's monthly salary, walking with the kind of confidence that came from knowing entire industries bent when he spoke. Everyone greeted him with admiration, with fear, with forced smiles. Everyone except the girl who stood quietly near the railing, wearing a simple dress that didn't match the luxury around her. Her name was Hania, a poor girl invited only because her cousin worked for the event organizer. She didn't belong here, and she knew it. She kept her arms folded, eyes on the city below, trying to stay invisible. But powerful men always spotted the one person who wasn't trying to impress them. The CEO, Zayan Halim, saw her the moment he stepped onto the rooftop. She didn't rush to greet him. She didn't fix her hair or lower her gaze. She didn't pretend to be fascinated by him like everyone else did. She was just there, breathing the same air without caring who he was. That alone caught his attention. He moved closer, pretending to check his watch, pretending he wasn't watching her. She didn't even look at him until he accidentally brushed her shoulder. When she turned around, he expected the usual reaction: shock, excitement, nervousness. Instead, she frowned. "You should watch where you're going." No honorifics, no apologies, no worshipping tone. Just words, simple, direct. No one spoke to him like that. Zion blinked, genuinely thrown off. "I didn't mean to," she cut in. "I know you didn't. People like you never think anyone else is actually standing there." He opened his mouth, then closed it. He didn't even know this girl, and she had just told him off without a second thought. For the first time in years, someone wasn't afraid of him. "What's your name?" he asked. "Hania, not that it matters." He stared at her, the rooftop noise disappearing behind the irritation and fascination building in him. "Why are you talking to me like that?" he asked, a mix of amusement and confusion. "Because someone needs to. Everyone here acts like you're some kind of god. Relax. You're just a man who got rich." A hush fell between them. Nobody had ever reduced him to just a man. People worshipped his power. Investors begged for his attention. Employees shook when he walked past. And here she was, barefoot in cheap sandals because her heels hurt, staring at him like he was a normal, flawed human being. Zion took a slow step closer. "Do you always talk this boldly?" "Only when someone deserves it." He let out a breathy laugh, the first real laugh he had in months. She didn't smile. She didn't blush. She simply turned back toward the city, dismissing him completely. And that did something dangerous to him. He leaned close, the soft glow of rooftop lights painting her face in gold. His voice dropped into a whisper she would feel more than hear. "Then you should know," he murmured near her ear. "I like you even more now." Hania froze, just for a second, before she pulled away and faced him again, her eyes firm. "You liking me doesn't mean anything," she said coldly. "I'm not impressed by men with money." He felt that, deeply. And instead of turning away or getting angry, his smile grew, slow, deep, almost wicked. "Good," he whispered, "because for once, I don't want someone impressed. I want someone real." She rolled her eyes, clearly annoyed. "Find someone else. I'm not interested." But Zian wasn't used to hearing no, not from shareholders, not from rivals, and definitely not from women. Yet her rejection wasn't a wound. It was fuel, a burning challenge. "You will be," he said softly. Maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, but one day you're going to look at me differently." She shook her head, stepping away. "You think money makes you irresistible." "No," he replied, "but the way you talk to me, that makes you irresistible." Her breath caught, just for a moment, the only sign he'd gotten to her. Before she could answer, her cousin called her name from across the rooftop. Hania gave the CEO one final look, sharp, warning, impossible to read, then walked away without waiting for his reaction. Zion watched her go, every step she took carving deeper into him. For the first time in his powerful, controlled, untouchable life, a girl had told him off, and he had